everyone. Um, I am Christina, and this is my son James.
Hello.
I am 37 years old. How old are you?
17.
He's 17 years old, and we have gotten together because we would like to start. I say a YouTube, you say
Podcast.
called Check In.
No, I said YouTube. You said podcast.
No,
Yeah.
you said, Mama, all of it is called podcast. I kept saying YouTube
No.
because we don't have a podcast, and you kept saying, no, it's podcast. All YouTube's a podcast, but I was saying YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's a YouTube?
It's literally, because you would say it's a podcast, and I would say it's YouTube because you could do YouTube on you could do podcast on YouTube. I was saying that.
I said YouTube.
Mama.
Anyway, so we wanted to start this as like a parent to child mental check-in. So we're calling it check-in. Our goal, what is your goal, you would say, for this YouTube podcast?
So at least get somewhere to build an audience and have people watching on the regular every time you post something.
Okay, so he's looking for following. My goal is to be able to, I guess, help anyone, with the climate that we're in right now. I feel like it's a lot of people that are going through mental battles and mental struggles. And I know that on a daily with myself, I battle with, am I a good mother? Am I doing right by my kids? Do they feel loved? Should I love them more? Should I tell them more? You know, all those different things. And I often wonder, what are their thoughts? So this is not just for me and Jay. We would like to welcome other parents and parent and child relationships on. You can kind of share your stories or your ideas, leave comments. Maybe if you have a topic that we can possibly discuss. Why you put your shirt on? You may have a topic we could possibly discuss, and or your experiences or different things like that. So today we're kind of introducing ourselves, introducing our YouTube, and starting off our mental check-in. So, how do you feel today?
Good.
Honestly?
Yeah.
And that's our goal, to be transparent and honest and real.
Yeah, I feel good today.
Okay. You ask me?
How are you feeling today, Mama?
I feel alright. Nah, I feel good today. We just got through with a court proceeding.
A court hearing?
A court hearing today, and we feel good about it. We like the outcome. I don't want to keep saying but we like the outcome of the court hearing on today. So I do feel good. I feel a little at peace. So I told Jay older people write down. The younger generation put in their phone. You put in your phone? Because I see you don't have a pen or a paper.
Put what in my phone?
Remember I told you to write down like 3 questions you want to ask me, or...
I just asked you off the top of the dome.
Okay.
Ask me first.
Okay, so I told him to come up with questions. We're going to come up with questions we'll ask each other and answer.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Actually, you said be honest. Do you actually have a favorite child? Because everybody says they don't, but I know everybody has a favorite child.
I do not have a favorite
Oh
child.
my God.
Who do you feel like my favorite child is?
I don't know, but everybody, I know it's either your firstborn or Ariel.
You feel like CJ or Ariel is my
Yeah.
because he's my firstborn and she's my firstborn daughter.
Yeah.
So you feel like it have to be them?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not.
So you have a
I
favorite
have
child.
different ways I view each one of y'all, but I don't have a favorite. I genuinely love each one of my kids. Now, I can say that, yeah, like I categorize each one of y'all, like with CJ, I can remember every detail about his birth. like everything that happened. I can remember a lot of yours too, but like I remember the time, the wait, what I was thinking, what was going on, how long I had to wait, how many hours of labor, all that. I remember every detail, which a lot of first time parents are able to remember. So I can remember things like that. With CJ, when I put him in when I categorize y'all, I put CJ where he was more of he's more the easy child, I guess.
You said I was an easy baby. I was talking about child in general.
Just in general. So he's 19 now, and I would say he was the easiest, but I would say I was more harder on him than all of y'all.
Yeah, but if you put it like you was more hard on your first two than your last two.
Yeah, if I put how many, with all of y'all, I was harder on my first two than my last two. A lot of times I wish I had my girls first so that they could have experienced like the tougher me, because sometimes I fear that they might get into stuff that they shouldn't get into, that you and CJ knew not to dare do. But with him, I think I was more tough on him. Like, I was young. I didn't want, to be judged. At that time, I didn't want to be judged. Oh, she a young parent. She letting her child do this, that, and the third. So I was more tough on him. Then, boom, you come. With you were an easy baby. You are my most, I say with you are my most,
outgoing.
Yeah, you have, and that's another thing. Each one of my kids have
different traits.
No, y'all have different personalities, but I see myself in each one of y'all.
Yeah,
which is weird because all four of y'all have different personalities, but I can see myself in each one of y'all. Things that you got from me that I feel you got from me. So with CJ, like he's more laid back, he's more calm. He don't get that from me. But deep down, a lot of people don't know he's very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
He gets that from me. He's real sensitive, even though you have to know him to know he's real sensitive. So with you are my most outgoing. Well, I can't say most outgoing, but you're more.
Who's the most outgoing? Autumn?
Probably outspoken Autumn. You were my, I don't know how to say it. Like, with the getting suspended all the time, just phone calls home all the time from school, stuff like that. That was you. CJ never got suspended. He wasn't, no issues.
I was a trouble child.
Well, because I don't feel like you're trouble. That's why I don't even want to put that on you. I'm not going to say you a trouble child. You just got in more trouble in school and stuff like that. But you were always
into something,
forthcoming. Like you're more honest. So I like that you are authentic and you stand firm on what you believe. You don't care what nobody thinks. But you're also sensitive. You have a sensitive trait that you hide. And then the other part of you that you get from me is you're a people person, like I am.
Once I get to know him. When I don't know nobody.
Yeah, when it comes to family, you're just like me. Like, you love to be with your cousin. Yeah, everybody to be together. Like, let's get together, grow bonds, and like keep that closeness. With Ariel, she's sensitive like me. I would say Ariel.
Yeah, I was sensitive.
Yeah, she said. Yeah, all y'all got my sensitivity. But I like that in some ways. Ariel is sensitive like me, but I would say she started off real sweet, and she gets this from me, let people kind of
run over her,
play on her top, basically. She'll let people kind of run over her, and then she'll get fed up and she'll explode. But genuinely, she's a sweet person.
Nah, Autumn is just you in
Autumn,
general, from
everybody,
she's
from
just
myself
you.
To relatives say Autumn is me, but everybody do say I wasn't as sassy as Autumn. Autumn, a lot of times when she trying to explain herself, I try not to go out because I remember moments where I was trying to explain myself to my mama and feeling like didn't nobody care how I feel, and that's how she do. Like, what about what I feel? And I'm knowing she being extra, but I'm also trying to remember back to when I was her age, feeling like I wasn't being heard or listened to. So I tried sometimes not to go off or shut down her feelings or whatever because I can relate. And she really killed me. Who was the one that started writing the letters? Autumn?
What letters?
When she would write a letter, y'all made me feel like, I think it was Autumn, and I was
She tried
like,
to write
she
it, but
really,
she
really act like me because I used to write letters to my mom, my aunt. When I used to get in trouble when I was little, I used to write letters to them trying to explain how I felt. And at one point, my mom was like, "Girl, I'm not trying to hear these letters no more. Like, stop writing me letters." So, did you look at my paper while you came up with that question? Because my favorite
I
question
seen the first
was,
one, yeah, then it made me think.
do you feel like I have a favorite child? So the great thing that I love about all 4 of my kids is that I feel that y'all have that sensitivity, but it's gonna come into my question.
Who's the most sensitive?
No. Do y'all feel that like I raise y'all to be empathetic to others or care about
Other people's feelings or something?
Yeah. Like what about things that I do?
Like do with the girls. You be like you're better now than you was with us. I can say that because you tell them, now you get them a whole lecture speech. Oh, they only saying this about you because this how they feel about themselves deep down inside. Or you should let nobody get to you. But then you do got the moment you go tell Ariel. She say something to you next time. You go ahead and cuss out or do what you got to do.
I'm not say cuss out.
And then, but you do have yeah. I feel like we learned that from you.
Well, all of y'all have moments. Do you feel like some of the stuff that I kind of teach y'all or try to instill in y'all all have moments where y'all like, that ain't right. Even though you want to go off or whatever, that ain't right. Like, I know.
Then I have moments where I be like, cause like I be in the store, I be seeing like somebody, I'll be about to run into somebody, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. And they be like, no, you okay? I'm like, I really just apologize. And I be like, I be thinking like, I'm not rude or like, how I say like, I'm polite. I'm very polite when I be walking past people or something, like I be holding the door for people. Or I be yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, like.
And you feel like you got that from me?
Yeah, I ain't get it from it. Yeah.
Why do you feel like, what do I did for that to be instilled in you? Like,
I don't know. I guess you was honest. Oh, you always be honest constantly. Like, don't go in the house without speaking to somebody. Like every time you see somebody that you know, make sure you speak, hug them, and stuff like that. Even if you're not on good terms with the people, you still make sure you speak to them.
Do you feel like a lot of other teenagers do that? Yeah. No. Like I always say, when you around adults, even if y'all cuss and y'all having y'all fun or whatever, like you be respectful to that adult. I see it all the time. Not the other day, we had an event and I'm lying. I had went to Torchy's and it was a young man. It was his first. You could tell it was his first day. Mm-hmm. And the first thing came to my mind is when I be getting on you when we do events and you be touching your phone. Mm-hmm. He literally was not paying attention to nothing they was teaching him. Didn't care. I'm thinking in my head like, I'm embarrassed for your mama because you're in training right now and you're not caring to pay attention to nothing they saying because you're so busy on your phone. Like he wasn't paying attention to nothing. But I feel that I am an empath. And I wore this shirt today. Of course, it's not Thanksgiving. Jay was supposed to wear a shirt.
Mine is wet.
But we decided out the blue, let's go ahead and get our first one out the way. Because as long as we keep putting it off, we've been saying we're going to do this. But as long as we keep putting it off, we may not never get it done. So our plans was to have on just regular empath shirts. Empath is Jay and his cousin's clothing apparel that they're starting.
We got something dropping in January.
They have something dropping in January, so look out. I think something too that we could possibly do, like when we build an audience, people could like send us a shirt we could wear while we're doing the episode. Mm-hmm. I definitely want to make sure we do something like that. If it's not empath, it's somebody's business that we're showing love to, giving a shout out to. If we don't see it or not, we'll have on your shirt so you can reach out to us as far as that too. But tell me what became empath.
No, what became empath was I was originally supposed to start a clothing brand with someone else at first, but I didn't think it was a good idea to start it at that time because I wasn't ready. And then, like, when I got ready, because first I really got the idea from CJ, because CJ wanted to close the brand. And plus, we all love clothes. And so with a clothing brand, I can really do whatever I want to do because I can just put my creativity on like a shirt or a hoodie or something like that. So I take and around this time, it was around Thanksgiving time last year. No, it wasn't. It was May 22nd. So right after CJ's birthday, I contacted Darian and I was like, let's start a clothing brand. Because this when me and Darian first became cool.
Close, right?
Yeah, close. This when we first became close. And so he was like, yeah, let's do it. But on the new set, on the set that we're finna drop, it says perfect timing. And the reason we put perfect timing was because it's like we felt like we was getting rushed to keep do this, post on your Instagram, do this, do that. But we're trying to make sure it's the perfect timing. So that's the reason we put perfect timing on the back of the hoodie. And then on the front it says impact, so like that.
So your first thing that you're gonna come out with is
it's gonna be a stack jogger and hoodie set.
That people will be able to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what does impact mean to you?
Impact means like the definition, or what does it mean to you?
Yeah, like your personal definition.
Oh, I got it from my mom because my mom is an empath, and so she gave me the name empath, and basically she ran it down to us, and I forgot what it was.
You're gonna boost your company without knowing. I am an empath. Empath is kind of like, you can have different views on life, or
you can feel other people's emotions.
And that's another thing, you can feel other people's emotions. Something that I have done since I was a little girl. If I feel your emotions, like you could be telling me a story that hurts you, and I'm crying with you. I feel the pain with you. So I've known. For a very long time.
Another reason the perfect timing really it makes sense because, dang, I lost my train of thought.
That's why it's good to write stuff down.
No, because it just came on top of my head.
Okay, so I'm about to ask my question for you.
Okay.
What is something that you see me personally grow from
being
your younger mother to now?
I always talk about this. I brag about this to the lady.
What lady?
The lady, Miss Olive.
You don't have to say her name.
But she's like she's a data clerk at Skyward. How you used to, you're not ghetto like you used to be. You're more of a Christian. Like you joined, you never was ghetto, but you're not how you used to be. You're more of a Christian and more of a spiritual person now than from when you was. Like, now that I think about it, it happened so fast. So I just remember, I don't know, you just grew into a spiritual person fast.
I've always been spiritual.
Yeah, but I guess it's when I really started seeing it was at the end of Glenwood, the one we just moved out of Glenwood. That's when I really started seeing you real spiritual until now. Cause I didn't know you were putting holy water on our face and stuff.
When y'all asleep. Okay, what's the question you have for me?
I should have wrote it down.
You want me to ask you another one while you think so?
Yeah, hold up.
When has it been a time where you sensed that I was not okay?
During this time period of the Ariel situation. No, the time where I really sensed that she was not okay, it was during this time too. But who was upstairs? Somebody with Granddaddy. It was Granddaddy. I came home from school, and I was walking up the stairs.
Which was during this time that I have not been okay since.
Yeah, I think. You just when you went to go tell Granddaddy, stop calling people, and stuff like that, because they going through hard times too as well. And so then I guess she was on the phone with Andre. You went in your room. I just heard you screaming on top of your lungs. You was beating on something. I don't know what you was beating on. I hear you scream on top of your lungs. I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? That's when I really noticed that something wasn't okay.
I was screaming at Andre, or
you just screamed. No, you hung up the phone. You just started screaming.
Yeah.
In general, and then I heard you beat on something. I don't know what it was.
And I was in my clothes. I thought y'all couldn't hear me.
I don't know. I heard you clear as day.
Did you have a question? It is crazy because I have, I guess I have on here to ask you a question about how I am ratchet and holy.
Yeah, because I told her, I was telling the lady, how during the weekdays, she being a spiritual, when it's time to go outside, she gonna go outside and have some fun.
Put my makeup on, but I still try to listen to the word with her.
Yeah, she gonna sleep with the word on.
Every night. So yeah, I don't know right now if it's the time to really speak on Ariel, but we are going through things with Ariel. And when we started going through it, it was in May. So I've been in a dark
Mother's Day is in May, right?
Yeah, it was the day after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
I've been going through a dark. I was in a dark place. I can't remember the day, and I wish I would have put it down. I didn't know if we was gonna like swing past this part, but it was November the 25th or something like that. I was on my way to the women's retreat at the church, and on my way going there, I was like, I'm about to start treating myself better. I gotta get out of this space. I started thinking about what I wanted us to do for Thanksgiving. We're gonna have Thanksgiving. We're gonna do our normal spiel. Before that, though, the week prior, my therapist had called me and checked on me. She calls me and check on me because I haven't been able to go to therapy, but she's like, if you need me, call me, which of course I don't never try to be a burden, so I wouldn't really call as much, but she so happened to call and check on me. And she talks to me spiritual because she sensed that I'm spiritual. So, she was telling me that the Holy Spirit told her to call me. And while I was talking to her, I guess she seen that I wasn't okay. And she told me that from talking to me, I am nothing like I was when she originally first met me. And that if I was to come to her hospital where she works at, that she would have admitted me because I was about to have a nervous breakdown. She would have made me, she would have booked me into a place where people, to help you, because they'll be scared if you might commit suicide, or they may be scared that you might do something crazy to yourself. So she said that she would have admitted me and I would not be able to leave unless it was court ordered. She was like, I know you have your kids and everything, but I would like for you to try to work towards it. In that moment, one thing with me, I always try to not allow myself to be consumed with with depression. I never try to claim depression. I never try to claim that because I feel like, it's power in the tongue. So when she said that, that's when it kind of really registered to me. And I don't want to live in a place like that, even though I was in that moment. Wasn't getting out of bed, wasn't cleaning up, wasn't cooking, wasn't nothing. Wasn't mommying, nothing. So that's when I kind of said it's time for me to do better. That's when I came and talked to all of y'all, letting y'all know I'm not okay. Because that was something that I felt I need to happen, because I knew that they possibly seen me in what I was going through, and I didn't want them to feel like, dang, she not doing this. Because I felt like y'all was still needing mama. Y'all still, everybody looked to me as the go-to person. So it was like y'all was still being so demanding, and I didn't have it. It was like I didn't have it. I don't have nothing. And even though I know I'm supposed to be being mother right now, I can't. So I had went one by one to my children and told them, Mama is not okay right now, but I will be. And so that Friday, I pretty much was on my way. I was like, I'm gonna be okay. And I it was a friend who I supported during her journey. She had a shirt. What you were talking about?
Oh, that's great. Say someone else.
So don't forget, she had a shirt made, and the name of her thing was I Just Feel Like. And I had on the front, I just feel like, but on the back I had Why Not Me. And I was thinking I should post that on my social media, why not me, and put that I'm about to start treating myself better. But I was driving, so I didn't get a chance to, and it was there, but I didn't get to write my post, and I went in, and the word was hitting so hard. But there was two things that was said. One of the persons that came up and spoke was saying, I gotta start treating me better. And then another person was like, why not me? So I was like, wow, God is really speaking to me in this moment, because that's exactly how I was feeling. So I really started trying to push towards, getting out of that dark place. And I think I've been doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What you think?
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah. But I thought you was finna talk about that subject with one of your friends' daughter committed suicide. I thought you were finna talk about that. How you was like, I know I've been through something, but she's been through something where she actually lost her daughter. That's what I thought you were finna talk about.
Yeah. And it's crazy because she may not even know I think about her daily. It's someone that I went to school with, but her daughter took her life. And I had to also go to my kids and like let them know, like, you want to let your kids know, like, or anybody for that matter, you want to check on people, strong friends, weak friends, your kids and everything, because you just don't know what their mental struggles is on a daily basis. And we all go through mental struggles. And that's what really made me come talk to y'all too, and let y'all know I wasn't okay, because I remember.
I'm finna check it. Keep talking.
I remember.
Make sure it's recording. Keep talking.
I remember one day Jay had called me, and it's crazy because I wasn't sleeping at night, so I wouldn't probably fall asleep until it was time for them to go to school. So he would call me to pick him up from school, and he would always be, and I was like, Jay, I can't come pick you up. I'm screaming and hollering at him, and I'm like, I am going through a lot mentally. He was like, Mama, you're not the only person going through something. And that kind of touched me, because I'm like, it's crazy, because in this moment, we all hurting in this house. And we need to know that we're all here. We need to be able to talk about it. We need to figure out something, a way for us all to heal. Like, we all need healing, basically, in this moment. And in that situation, with knowing that kind of shed light too. Like, a lot of people are going through mental battles, and sometimes it's easier for you to just let go. And in your way of letting go, it's like, you don't want to be here no more. Like, you're tired of fighting. You're tired of, putting on a fake smile. You're tired of doing it. So I think it's good to try to keep going, because what has kept me going is I do know that God has a light at the end of the tunnel. Everything is going to eventually be okay. But I don't know what you're going through spiritually. Like, do you feel like today is my last day, Or do you also feel that I know things are going to get better, or at least I trust things are going to get better?
Yeah. I always just try to think about anything positive. There be days, there do be some days where I probably be down, or I might be depressed a couple times.
What do you do?
I don't know.
You just try to exit out?
I don't, sometimes I be having panic attacks. I be thinking too much.
And see, that's what I had started. I never knew about anxiety or nothing until all of this occurred.
I'll be having panic attacks. I just be thinking. And so, I don't know, when I be having days, I don't got no friends. I don't talk to nobody besides Darius every single day. And so, I eventually get over it.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't have any friends. I didn't have anyone, I feel like I was there for a lot of people, and here was a moment that I really, really needed people to make sure I was okay, and I was isolated, I was alone, but at the same time, I feel like God was taking me through that for a reason, and He still is. But what was my point of saying that? He was taking me through that for a reason. I was isolated, but that's one thing that I do say. Even if people did reach out, or even if they did, like, hey, how you doing, whatever, I still probably wouldn't want to talk. Mm-hmm. But it would have just been a nice gesture to know that I had you if I needed you. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in a lot of situations I didn't. So do you have a question?
Okay, this is just a regular question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see myself now being way better than I am in 10 years. I just know I'm going to be in way better. I just feel it in my heart of hearts. We're going to be like, I just be thinking like, the days we're going to be like, remember when we was going through this? Mm-hmm. Remember when we couldn't pay this bill? Remember when we thought, you know what I'm saying, this was about to happen? Mm-hmm. Like, remember when we was going through that? I just know, like, we're going to be able to look back on this time and just be like, man, we had some time, but we made it through. I know it's definitely going to be way better than it is now. I feel like I'm gonna be wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like only thing I always think about though, I'm like, dang, it kind of sucks because CJ and Jay gonna be grown and they might not be able to enjoy it like Ari and Autumn because it's like it's taking so long. But we kind of like doing stuff as a family. I think I instilled that in y'all doing stuff as a family. What's CJ going? You like us, but I feel like I'm still able to get y'all a family trips, whatever. So I do feel like in a way y'all gonna be able to enjoy it. Y'all gonna be able to reap the benefits from it. And then you know how I am. Whatever I got, y'all got.
I have a question. You might not see it like this, but why are you? I'm not gonna say strict because you're not strict, but overprotective, certain in some. I don't know. It's like you know what I'm trying to say. The things you do, like
example.
Like why can't I go have some fun sometimes? Why don't you let Mama listen? Just because someone on the news has passed away in New York somewhere, or in Atlanta, Mexico, or something like that, due to gun violence, or they hang around the wrong crowd. Mind you, Mama, I grew up. I'm not gonna say I grew up, but I was going to I was in Deer Park for 8 years. There ain't no gangbangers. There ain't no hood people. There ain't nobody that want to smoke, drink.
CJ went through a spell where he smoked.
That's because we lived in apartments. But I'm talking about when I went to the high school. Like to this day, I still had them same friends: Xavier, Keandre, and Kaven.
These people, they might sue you.
They're not suing me. But I still had these same friends, and it's like you think I don't know. Do you think I'm just gonna go out there and do something stupid? Like I have my own mind, and they have their own mind. And they mind is like we all have the same mind. We don't really. If we gonna do something, we're gonna go downtown.
You gonna let me answer?
We gonna go downtown and ride scooters like we did last time.
Okay, can you say?
What is embarrassing is when I go to my friend Christian house and she had me recording his whole room. Yes, she did. She had me recording his whole room because she's like he stays 3 minutes off the street from us. I just asked my class that night. I can come pick me up in the morning. It's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm the only one up. I'm trying so hard not to fall asleep because everybody else is asleep. I'm just dozing off. And she gonna come pick me up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. His mama gonna say, why he leave at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning? If he come back over here next time, you can't do that.
Well, you can't go back over there.
I mean, I know I can't, but
it's cool with me. But it's crazy because the situation we're going through now, but that's things that I was trying to protect. I can count on one hand. With you and CJ's situation, when you with your daddy, I know you with your granny or your auntie. I trust your auntie, I trust your granny. Over here, my mama and now Uncle Terrence, since he's been home, he a wonderful uncle. I see that in him. So, you know,
but listen,
he good. On Andre's side, I had my people for that, you know. So you wouldn't expect things to happen the way things has happened, but I just felt like me growing up. Okay, so this is why I'm like that. I feel like the same thing that can happen to little girls, it can happen to boys. I wanted my boys to also feel and know that I'm protecting them the same way I would my daughter.
I feel that.
And I think that's probably a part of my own childhood trauma. My mama was, due to how she grew up, a lot of her friends, they were dealing with things like getting raped or, you know, stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So my mama was very like, you know, hands on me as she should have been. Wonderful mother. I feel like everything she did in that moment, I felt the same way you did. I can't never do nothing. But now I appreciate my mama for that. That she did that. Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. But my brothers, I felt like, dang, they enjoy life. They get the experiences. And then both of them end up going to jail. So a lot of times I thought, well, was it because, you know, they didn't, you know, my mom wasn't as strict as them. They going to Stadium Bowl. They having fun. To this day, I've never seen inside of Stadium Bowl. Like Benny Club Unique, maybe once or twice. There was another little teen club we had. So my mama was strict on me in those areas, and I think it prevented a lot. And I feel like CJ girlfriend got shot. I say that all the time. CJ girlfriend got shot and killed. If I would have been the type of mother, yeah, you can go, I feel like CJ would have been there that night and it could have been him. So I feel like nothing has proven me wrong.
I'm 17 years old.
And peer pressure is a mother.
I'm 17 years old. I'm going to be 18 in less than probably
And that's why I believe you do this stuff, because I don't feel comfortable with you still doing stuff to this day.
Come on.
To this day.
What you think I'm gonna do? What you think I'm gonna do when I get 18? If I do get a card, and then I'm going to college. You think you think I'm just gonna go to college and come back home? Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna be 18. I'm gonna be going to school to be successful.
Oh, Jay, I just gotta
I'm gonna want to do something. I'm what? Oh, I can't go. Cause my mama said no. I'm 18 years old. I'm going to school.
I don't know. I'm trying to get better. Because I don't want y'all to like run away and stuff. I started running away to try to get, a little freedom, because my mama was like strict on me with the area. I'm trying to get better. But some stuff I feel like you should be okay with mixing.
Yeah,
like you missed that concert and people got hurt.
I wasn't even gonna go to that concert anyways.
Okay.
I don't really listen to Travis Scott.
Okay. Did you have something else? Okay. Another question that I had, I don't know if you want to talk about it. How did you feel when I left your dad?
I don't remember you leaving him.
You don't?
I don't remember you leaving my dad. I don't.
No.
I don't remember you leaving him. I just remember, but the one thing I do remember when I first met Andre. When I first like really remember me meeting him. You was doing hair. What's her name? Not Pickle.
Renata. Taisha.
Fat Boy Mama.
Sean.
The apartment with Sean stay at.
The BA.
You was doing hair on that couch. Andre walked in with some bags. Me and CEO was playing on the stairs. I remember you was like, Andre meet Jay, CJ meet you. Said,
no,
I remember
that. We were in the VA together. All of us.
Mama. I don't know what apartment it was, but you was sitting doing hair on the couch. Andre came in with like some duffel bags or something. And it's my first time seeing this dude, and he just come in with some duffel bags. I was like, okay.
Okay, so how do you feel now?
That you left my dad? Or how do I feel about it?
Yeah, like the whole, Dad, I left your daddy, I got with Andre.
I feel like it was a good thing that you left my dad. I mean, I don't.
Because you was upset when
I was when I got married. I remember.
Not when we got married. When he proposed.
Yeah, I remember.
Because you wanted me to get back with your daddy.
It wasn't even that.
That was when you realized. I hear a lot of kids go through that though. In their minds, in their hearts, they really want their parents to get back together.
Today, I really want you to get back with my daddy. But
do you feel like I made a good decision in your stepdaddy?
Yeah. But I don't know why I was mad that Andre, cause I don't know why I was mad when Andre proposed to you. I was just mad.
Right.
I'm trying to think of the reason why I was mad.
You told me. You said you thought me and your dad was gonna get back together eventually. And so that's when I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna break up with Andre. And he was like, no, you don't have to. I was like, Andre leaving. I'm just gonna break up with Andre. And he was like, no, I want y'all to break up.
Yeah, I remember
I said, I'm still not gonna get with your daddy, but if you're not okay with me being Andre, I'm just gonna leave and we just gonna break up. And he was like, no, if you're not gonna get with my dad, then I don't want you and Andre to break up.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was reverse psychology though.
I know he was probably sitting right still. You said he said he already room. You probably said ran lane right next to you.
No, he legit was in the room and I was in Aria room. Aria and Autumn room. When I was talking to you. What else can we talk about? With everything that we have going on, how do you view women now versus before everything this past May that's going on with your sister?
I don't know, Mama, because it's like I never really thought about that.
You say you think that stuff in a whole different light now.
I do. Like some stuff, I be like, that's weird, and some stuff like it was really uncalled for. Certain stuff that dudes do back then, I'm like, okay, that was cool.
Now you don't look at it.
Now I just look at it like that was disgusting. You just really did that.
So do you feel like you act differently with girls?
Yeah. Okay, first I'll be all touchy. Now I don't be touching them.
So you touching on women?
I used to. I used to, but now I'm more of I don't know.
A gentleman.
Yeah.
So you didn't care nothing I ever taught you about how to treat women?
I mean, I was never disrespectful. I'm not really touching them. They didn't want me touching them, but I was never disrespectful.
Okay, so how do you feel about this? Because your dad and Andre, they like to like, oh, if they got girls or whatever. And I be like, no. Like, I don't want y'all to be out here thinking y'all a player because then you might be hurting a girl or, you know, just as a woman, I know how it feels. So I was trying to teach y'all not to be like that. And I try to teach y'all, I don't really like, you know, y'all come, you know how it's a saying where a lot of people say, oh, the mama met everybody. Like, don't feel like you special. Mm-hmm. But I don't meet y'all girlfriends.
Because I don't want that. I want.
But no, I also say, I say the same thing.
I want, because, have you met any of CJ girlfriends?
No.
I just want to make sure it's the right one.
But do you feel like you got that from me saying, like, I don't really want to meet y'all girlfriends? You just asked me, can this girlfriend come for Thanksgiving? And I was like, do you feel like you gonna be with her? Mm-hmm. He go, I've been with her for 4 months. Duh, mama. I'm like, what's 4 months? I've been with Andre for 12 years. Duh. Like, I'm supposed to feel like this is a long-lasting relationship.
Because it's last longer than
ever. Oh, but you feel like you didn't get that from, like, me saying, like, hey, I don't really want y'all to bring a lot of girls around. Mm-hmm. Even with Tiara, I was like, you want to be my little deal? And I'd be like, no. I've never met none of Tiara.
If I be saying, like, one time my dad was like, we asked my dad, you got a girlfriend? Yeah, she got kids. Yeah, they around your age. Y'all want to meet her? We like, we don't want to meet her.
But your daddy is very good with that, though. He don't.
Yeah, he don't ever bring. He don't talk about them girls. He don't bring my girls around. He don't do none of that.
I be thinking in my head, you need to let him meet. You need to let these women meet your badass kids. At least back in the day, they get a. Well, for you, they might go running. So I used to feel like let them see this son of yours first. So they can get to know him.
I'm trying to drive. Remember that mom?
Yeah.
Threw me that pool.
I had to call you, ain't it? You ain't on that one. But do you have anything else? How you think our first YouTube went? YouTube podcast.
Good.
What you think the future is gonna hold for our podcast?
We just talked about this in the beginning, Mama.
Oh, we did? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be something great?
Hopefully.
Okay, so y'all, this is our first YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe. I guess we gotta make a YouTube page once we done this video so we can post it. But we gonna post it. Y'all share it, look at it, view it, follow, tell people about it. Again, we would like to be able to have people send questions in. You have a question, leave it in the comments. A topic that you would like us to talk about, or if you would like to come and sit down with us and we have a discussion. Because we would like it to be more than just us two. It's gonna be. I'm gonna have discussions with my other kids too. This is the beginning of us doing mental check-ins. So check in, and we'll check back with y'all next time. James, where can they find you? The social media that not your spam accounts. Yeah. Oh, mamas, watch out for them spam accounts. Make sure y'all know about y'all kids' spam accounts. I don't know about all theirs, but I done found out all of our kids have spam accounts. But where can they find you? You want to say your business?
You can say follow my business page. It's _ Empath Apparel, I think.
And you can find me at 2 Kings, 2 Queens because I have 2 Kings and 2 Queens. You can follow me there. I'm sure we'll make a check-in Instagram page where you can follow us as well.
Yes, _ Empath Apparel.
We'll see you guys next time. Peace. You want to stop it?
Go stop it, Mama.